Okay, hello, my friend. Hopefully that you are doing great. So, just want to follow up from the previous lesson where we put the application in the background by simulating the way user press on the home button. And in that lesson, we put the app into the background around 3 seconds, and then we will relaunch the app automatically. So in this lesson, I want to share you one more thing. For example, okay, let me try to put the home button and then open the target application first. So for example, I do something on the application here, okay? I do something like input the username password again because I don't want to do anything complicated here. The main purpose of this lesson that I want to share you how to interact two applications on the same mobile phone, okay? So you do something here, just keep it simple, input the email and then the password and then click on the login button, right? And then after that, what we want to do, we will simulate exactly what user will do in the real situation. Okay, so for example, I do something here on the target application. After that, for example, I see that the Wi-Fi connection disconnected or something like that, right? So what user do, user will put the home button here, and then he or she will come to the settings here on the device, then go to the Wi-Fi, right? And then try to toggle on or off here, right? So for example, I just want to toggle off first, and then I toggle on to have the new thing connected here. So in this case, it will connect to, this network automatically because I already remember one-to-one network here. But after this lesson, you can do yourself that you can do one more step to select the network that you want to connect, right? So just come back to the real situation for our testing on mobile. So there is some case that you want to simulate, not simulate, but we will do something like, for example, we do something here on the application, and then we want to try to disconnect the Wi-Fi network. Then we try to reconnect to see what will the application behavior, right? So, okay, let's try to do it. Now, what I want to have, what I want to do that I will copy, okay, because I just want to keep the whole thing here. Then I will copy to another class. It should be easier, and you should do the same thing, okay? There is just a trivial typo, but let me try to, refactor and rename. I don't want to see some typo like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I just press Control C and then Control V here and then put app in background. Maybe I will change to something like something like I don't think I have any good name for the class in this case. Put app in background, or maybe we can have something like interact. Maybe multiple app interaction. Okay, I think it should be a good name, right? Because what we want to do that we will try to interact on multiple applications, right? Okay. Here now, let's close the old one. And in the new one, I will keep everything like before, except one thing that I already shared with you in the previous lesson. Now, what I want to do that I will put -1 here. So that means I will tell Appium that I will put this application in background till I want to wake it up on my own. Okay, so I put the application on background first. Okay, now the next step, what I want to do that I will try to open the testing. Maybe I will call testing application. Okay, but you understand what I mean. What I want to do that I will open the setting here. Actually, it's not the application, but just call the application, okay? Because maybe you want to open another application, okay? So open the setting application here. Then we'll try to do what? We will try to go to Wi-Fi. Turn the Wi-Fi off. Turn the Wi-Fi on again. Okay, and then relaunch. Okay, let me put it in the capitalize, relaunch the testing app again. Okay, so I need to relaunch it again, right? And then I will try to react, maybe interact with, continue to interact, okay? To interact with other element on the app. Okay, again, it's done. Because I want to make sure after I relaunch the app, I can continue to interact with other element on the app, right? It makes sense, right? So now, let's try to do it. Okay, here we go. So how to open the system application? So the system application is just something like a normal application, right? And then you need to have the app package, right? You need to have the app package. And how to get the app package information that I already said you maybe in the lesson 4 or the lesson 5. I don't remember exactly, but you just do the same thing the way you get the package information to the system. But if you don't remember it, I already have it for you here. Let me try to open the Appium desktop first, because this system application is just something like, by default on the Android. Okay. So on the iOS, it should be a little different, but you can do the same way. Okay. So start server here, and then I already store it here. Okay, here say capabilities, here the system off, everything gone. Everything gone. Okay, I think I have something still stored here. Something I store here. Okay, this is the ones. Okay, I already stored here. Let me try to put it here. Okay. So what we're gonna do that I will try to call the Android driver dash launch the app, not the launch the app, but active app, and we put the bundle ID or the package name. The bundle ID is for iOS. Okay, so in this case, the package name it should be a string, and in this case, should be the system application. Okay, this is the system application. Now I open this one, and then I will go to the Wi-Fi. Okay, so let me try to open this here. So after I open it, I will have something like the Wi-Fi here. I don't think I need to inspect because I can use the inspect here for the test Wi-Fi. Okay, let me try to do it first. Android driver find element find element by at here, and the string should be something like, I will put something like star where the text equal Wi-Fi. Then after that, I will click right, and I want to click to open the Wi-Fi system. So in this case, after I click, I will have this one. So this one is something I think I need to open it. I think let me try to, okay, I can click on the on or the off here. I think it should be the first one. Okay, so let me try turn the Wi-Fi off, turn the Wi-Fi on again. Okay, so let's try to put some logic here. So if we have something on here, that means it's already on. So if we see off, it's off, right? So let me try to do something like turn the Wi-Fi on. Turn the Wi-Fi on if it's off, and try to turn off, then on. If it's already on, okay. So this is the way. Okay, let me try to put something like a try catch block here, because what I want to do that I will check whether the element is now displayed or not. So in the case it's not displayed, it will throw something, right? So I will put the exception, or just a zero exception here, but you can specify something not found element exception. I think we have something like not found exception here from Selenium here. We can put something like that, and not found exception here. Let me try something like not found exception dot print stuck trace. Okay, so what I want to try that I want to declare multiple element. In this case, is maybe a boolean value. Okay, so it should be a boolean. Is Wi-Fi on. Okay, is Wi-Fi on. Equal Android driver dot file element. File element. No, not file element, by expect here, and then I want to put something like the same here, but now I want to change the value inside to something like on. Let me see whether we will make another thing. So I think the on is something, the first one here. So maybe we will have other things, but this should be the first element here. Is Wi-Fi on, and then is display. Okay, I want to put something like this. So if we have something like is Wi-Fi on, I will try to put it up, right? If is Wi-Fi on, and then I will try to click on it, right? So maybe I want to specify this one to an element outside. So multiple element equals Wi-Fi on, maybe Wi-Fi on element. Okay, just put something like this first, and then I will copy this one. I replace the whole thing here. Wi-Fi on element is display. So if it's Wi-Fi on, I will use something like Wi-Fi on element click to, this time I will toggle the Wi-Fi off. Okay, and then I will try to do the Wi-Fi off inside here. So this is the Wi-Fi on, and if it's not on, so this means it's already off, right? So in this case, else it's off. So I want to try to find out the off here. Wi-Fi on, Wi-Fi off. Element here should be something like off here, and then I will do something like Wi-Fi off element dot click to enable it. So in the case it is off, we will turn it. In the case it is already on, we will turn off, right? And then we will turn on again, right? We will turn on again. So in this case, maybe I will try to copy this one, put outside first, and then I will try to reassign in this case. I want to copy this one here, and then what I want to do, I will do something like this one again. So you can see if the Wi-Fi, if it's Wi-Fi on, command bar, what's this one, command bar, can be attracted, remove in branch. That should be okay. So if the Wi-Fi is on here, so that means it is display. I will click to turn it off, and then after that I will toggle this on again. So in this case, after it's off, we need to find out the off element, and then we click here. Else, so that means it's already off. So we find out the off here, and then we click on the on this to re-enable again. So we have something like by mobile by here. Let me try to copy something like maybe it should be something like mobile, enter here. So I can do something Wi-Fi off, selector equal pi dot expect, and then I will put this one here. Yep. Now I will try to, what is this? By share Wi-Fi. For example, let me try to put this in here, file element by expect here. Maybe file element here. Just a little weird from me here, but anyway. And then I will try to replace the file element here and Wi-Fi off selector again, right? This one off. Let me try to copy the value first. Okay, let me try to copy. Sorry for the messy here. File element, because I just want to utilize a little here because I don't want to have something duplicated here. Okay, if it's Wi-Fi on, and we will do something like this, click on off, and then now we will relaunch the testing application again. So what I want to do that I will try to Android driver DOS launch the app, activate the app again. So in this case, I want to activate the application. So I want to copy the package name here. So you can put in some constant, but I just want to see whether it's work first. Okay. So after that, we will activate the application and then continue to interact with other element of the application first. To see, in this case, I can see the OK button. So what I want to do that Android dot file element by its path here, and then I just put an its path here because it's easy in this case. Test equal OK, and then I will click. Okay. Now everything seems to be okay now. Let me try to run this method. Okay. Now just click on the main methods here and run, and make sure that you already start the Appium server. Okay. Okay, just open the browser to see what's going on. So still trying to open the target application here. Put the app in background, you see. Launch the setting. Then try to click on the Wi-Fi. Something wrong because it cannot find out the Wi-Fi. Let me try to see. Tag here, go to Wi-Fi, file element by expect. Tag equal Wi-Fi, right? Is it correct? Let me see. This is the Wi-Fi, right? Wi-Fi. It's open here and tag equal Wi-Fi. I don't. It seems everything is correct here. Let me see again. The expect value. Oh, as tag equal Wi-Fi. Got. And then here test again. Attack again. Attack again. I just forgot the act here. Okay. Now run it again. Sorry for that. Open browser application. Then we can see it's side by side. Input username password, click on login, put the app in background, launch the setting app, click on the Wi-Fi, and if it is on, click off, and then if you click on again, and then it will relaunch. You see, so it will relaunch here and click on the OK button successfully. But it seems in the middle, because we already here, just come back to the device system, because there is one step I say that it seems incorrect here. Go to the Wi-Fi again. So you see, it's still off here. So that means this one by mobile is best. So if it's on, try to click on here. Toggle is on again. So file element Wi-Fi off selector. In this case, test equal off. And then this let me try to off here, right? So this is the off. And it click again. But somehow it was not successfully. It toggle is on again. Wi-Fi off element equal Android driver file element Wi-Fi off here selector Wi-Fi off selector, something wrong here, right? Something wrong here. So and then Wi-Fi off element, then click Wi-Fi on element, then click, and then the off one, then click. Right, let me see the log here. I want to see a little here element here contact. Okay, so what is the previous one? I want to see whether it click on the off. Here you see, select the off here, and then it's found out the element, but seem incorrect one. The element here, and then after that, if you try to click, right? If you try to click, but it seems it's found out something incorrect here. Let me try to click on the off here. See Wi-Fi off here. I think we should, we need to specify this button because, but I just want to show a demonstration, so that's why I need to click here. Okay, let's try to open the Appium desktop. Let me try to copy this one and this one. I want to put it here. Then I will try to just replace the package name here. I just want to inspect what is that button. Okay, so this is the app package, and if I remember correctly, it should be the app activity will be in here, and then I save it. Now let me try to start this session to see whether we can start the system application or not. Let's try to inspect the, the toggle button. So it should be more easier for us. I think we need to remove the S at the end here. Save it. Start the session again. Cannot start this one. It seems we didn't specify correctly the app, the main app activity here. Let's try to see whether, here I can still keep it here. So this is the command row setting. Oh, should be the dot. Okay, should be the dot, not the slash. Sorry for that. Many mistakes for this lesson. Start again. Luckily that I still keep it in the terminal here when I try to explore the the system package name and other things. So here we go. So let's try to click on the Wi-Fi first. Let me try to manually do it, and then I will refresh the shortcut, okay? And then refresh. So I just wanna inspect this one to see. So I think this is the ID, okay? So we can do it. So copy, and then the tag equal off in this case. So if we click on, the tag equal on. Okay, let's try to adjust the logic here a little. So go here, and what I want to do that I will specify something by Wi-Fi off selector. I will change something like, let me try to refresh. Okay, so this is the Wi-Fi toggle button. Here enter, and now I will find by ID. Yep. So this is the ID, right? Just come back. Oh, it's not this one. Yeah, we have the ID here, so we will find by ID. Now, this is the Wi-Fi toggle. So, is Wi-Fi on? Now, I will go something like get stack. Here, Wi-Fi toggle button. Get, not the Wi-Fi toggle button, but will be Android driver dot 5 element. And then I will put something like Wi-Fi toggle button, and then I will get the tag. Okay, get the tag. In this case, get the tag, and then equal on. Okay, if it's equal on, so that means Wi-Fi is on. Okay, so if Wi-Fi on, what I want to do that I will toggle this one. So that means I will do something like Android 5 element by toggle button again. Okay, so I think I don't need to try to find it again here, right? So what I want to do that mobile Wi-Fi on element here, turn it on. I will Wi-Fi toggle button. I will declare another mobile element here. So mobile element should be Wi-Fi toggle element. So it should be Wi-Fi toggle button selector. Okay, select the value, and this is Wi-Fi toggle element. It will be found on the page in this case. So Wi-Fi toggle button here, it should be something like this one. Cut it, put it here, and then we put it here. The Wi-Fi mobile Wi-Fi toggle element get tag here. So if it on, then I will copy something like Wi-Fi toggle element here, and then I click right, and then toggle it on again. So I will do what I want to do, that I will click again here, and then I just delete this line, right? So else, so that means if it's off, I just want to click on it just one time. That's it, and I delete this line. Now I delete this thing because I don't want to use it anymore. Wi-Fi on, just delete it, and everything is now okay, right? Okay, here we go. Just try to run it again, and then see what will be happen. But I think it's now better. Okay, let's try to open the server here. Like try to open the browser application here. Let me try to toggle it on first, okay? Because I want to see it will toggle off, and then from off to on. Okay. Okay, it's still trying to launch the target application. Okay. Now if you go to the login form and then input username password, click on the login button, push the app, and then launch the setting, click on Wi-Fi. If it's on, if you click on off, and then it should be click on on again. Oh, something weird here. You see, is this not click on the it didn't click on the the Wi-Fi button. Try to, it's just weird, right? Click on, maybe it was something like so fast, so I want to put something like wait until this one is not something like that. Okay, let me try to put something like we need to wait, so I want to declare something like web driver wait here equal new web driver wait, and then inside I need to, as I remember, I need to put the web driver and the value, so this should be the Appium Android driver, and maybe just 5 seconds should be good enough. Okay, so now what I want to do that I will wait that until the expected condition here that's located. Yeah, so the text should be something like uh, turn turn on, should be something like turn on Wi-Fi. Okay, so I just put something like see available network. Okay, something like to see available, something like that, to see available, and then now I run again. Just a little bit. Oh, let me try to turn it on. Okay, so now this time I want to wait until I see some text in that area. Off and then on. Okay, perfect. You see? So finally, we could find out the way to wait until here. So in this case, so somehow when we wait for the visibility of this one, it displays so fast in the background and then it returns true immediately. But now if we wait until we have some tag in that element, and then it will be correct. Okay, and then after that we click again. Finally, we could achieve what we have just, brought all the steps here. So let me try to summarize for this lesson a little. So first thing first, this one is very important. So if you want to put something in the background and then to continue all the steps on another application, you need to put in -1 here. Okay. Then after you do something like, if you want to launch another lab application, you call the active app, and then you just put the package here. Okay. And then when you want to relaunch, you just active app with the package again. In this case is the target application, and then we can continue to interact on all the elements on the screen. Okay, so this lesson we faced an issue related to the existing Wi-Fi application, and we debug it, and finally we could find out a solution to wait. So you could see that the theory is simple, but when you work in the real situation, you will face something and you need to try to explore around. Okay, I already put something like trust sleep here. You see, and somehow trust sleep here, and somehow it's work. But I suggest you to not do that. Okay, it's not good. It's not a best practice here. So if we need to find out a way, we need to use the explicit way. Okay, so in this case, we will wait on something like the text present or something like that. Try to work around till you find out a correct solution. Okay, don't give up. Okay, So I think it's very much for the lesson and it's a very interesting lesson. Bye for now and see you in the next lesson. Okay?